How to sell your home fast in San Luis Obispo County. Hi there, and welcome back to my channel. This is Vernice White. I am a local real estate broker here in the Central Coast, San Luis Obispo, and its surrounding areas. So we're going to talk about what does it take to sell your home fast in this market. So we're going to go dive right in, and here we go. So the first thing is your curb appeal. The curb appeal is so important as someone's driving by from the outside. If things aren't looking kept up, it just kind of leads the buyer to think, well, what else is not working out in the property, right? So you want to just kind of have that curb appeal just looking really nice and kept up. So this is the time to get the windows washed. This is the time to make that front door shine. This is the time to just lay down some fresh bark perhaps. The bark is super cheap and it just makes the colors pop out on everything and just looks really nice and clean. Some fresh flowers are always nice. Get the cobwebs out, any ripped screens. Go around your property, have a friend do it, have a family member do it that's super picky. That can help you out. So that first drive-by, that first feel as a buyer is potentially entering the home is really important. So do as much as you can. So talk to your professional realtor to see what other ideas they might have for you, but just that curb appeal, drive around neighborhoods and you can see which one looks really nicely kept up and which one doesn't, and just get some ideas from that of what you, if you were a potential buyer, what would you be looking for? But everything that I just mentioned, those are not expensive and really easy to do quickly. If you're in a hurry, hire a handyman. It's worth, $100, $150 just to have somebody kind of do all those little things for you. So the next thing leading into what would help you sell your home fast here is just everything needs to be fresh. When they walk in, let's have the house smelling fresh. If you've got pets, well, try to take the things out that the pet has been on for a long time and there could be that odor. That just doesn't help people feel okay in the property. So, try to be aware of that. Some people are highly sensitive. So just, try to have everything feeling fresh. This is when the counter should be completely exposed so that they can see the countertops and how much space there is. So, we tend, for our day-to-day living, is we have things on the counters, our toasters, our things that we use on the daily basis. Shove it underneath in counters while you're having showings or while the pictures are getting taken. Just make everything look really fresh, as if you were gonna have a party and you were gonna have that friend or that family member come over that is just gonna be checking everything out. That's a kind of mentality you kind of need to have, is just really make everything feel super fresh, super clean, as best as possible. This is where we go through the baseboards, we wipe down the fixtures, all these things that you tend to maybe miss if you don't have a cleaning company come in or a cleaning service. So just take that time to get everything looking nice and fresh. Okay, so the third thing we want to have in place to help you sell your home fast is have as much information ready for that potential buyer. That's going to include reports that you can have available depending in your area. And ours in particular, we like to have our termite reports in hand. This just tells the buyer if the house needs to be fumigated, if there's dry rot. Very common because we're by the coast. So just research in your area what needs to be in place that's common in that area. So if you have pools, you would have a pool report maybe, or an inspection done ahead of time to just make that buyer know and have something in writing by a professional that it's good to go. Or if there was a repair needed, you took care of it. Already done, not a problem. So that's important. Reports. So again, like I said, termite, something and specific in your area. Have your disclosures ready. So the mandatory required disclosures ready ahead of time before you go live on the market is preferably what I would say. This is how I would handle it. If you're doing for sale by owner, well then you're gonna have to figure out what disclosures you should have in place that are required in your state. We're talking about California and particular area here in San Luis Obispo. So if you're living on acreage, you wanna have your septic tank checked out, you wanna have your well inspected, and then everything's moving so quickly now, so you're pretty good in getting that done because it is only good for so many months. Check with your realtor to see how long those reports are valid so you don't get too ahead of yourself, but you don't want to wait too long. So let's get those reports in hand ahead of time. So get everything to the buyer as soon as you can ahead of time so that they can make an informed decision and you don't have anybody backing out on you and then just messing up your whole transaction. So if there was any additions, anything done with permits, have all that paperwork ready, then you could take it a totally step further and just have a home inspection done. This is gonna make you feel good knowing that you've got everything dialed in so that you can maximize your profit right now. So that's really helpful. The buyer can totally go get theirs on their own, but my goodness, if you've got it in hand, it's a reputable person, it's just gonna shave off some days and getting a home inspector in place for the buyer. So you've already got that done and you're like, here, and then here, I got these things done already. Done. So as much as you can get out of the way so that there's no hesitation, there's no need for extensions because they didn't know something. This is what you can do totally ahead of time and make this happen super fast for yourself. All right, friends, so the only way that I can help you find that sweet spot here in San Luis Obispo is you gotta reach out, you gotta give me a call, text, email, whatever you need to do to get a hold of me, because I've got your back when you're moving to the Central Coast, California. So until the next video, we'll catch you later.